Hi, I'm Jade, and Sandstorm is a radically easier way to run a server. So for those of you who have your laptops out, if you want to follow along, you can. You can just click this 60-second demo and do all the same things. I'm going to be showing you, demo will give you a fresh user space in which you can do all the same things, but I'm going to be showing you my user space. So Sandstorm makes running a server as easy to run as your smartphone. We make it that easy to deploy apps. So if you're an organization that, for instance, can't use Google Docs because of regulatory or compliance reasons, or you simply need to have your data on your own machines for whatever reason, you could consider Sandstorm. And we also have a large variety of other apps. So the first thing I'm going to do is, this is my user space here, and I'm going to show you a demo of spinning up a new app. So I'm going to spin up a new instance of Hacker Slides. And Hacker Slides is a markdown editor that allows me to hack together simple slides, and it's Reveal.js over here. And as you can see, I have spun up a new instance of this app. And if I wanted to present this, I could. But instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin up a separate instance of Hacker Slides. And this is a different instance of Hacker Slides that is running in a separate container. And it is securely sandboxed away from the other instance. So these are two different instances of the same app. And it just so happens that these happen to be my slides. I'm going to go back and show you a different app. So Hacker Slides happens to already be installed. What happens if I want to install a different app? I can go to Install Apps and go down to this to-do list. Now, this is a to-do list application that was made by Zoltan and team at Percolate, and it is the Meteor example to-dos app. And what we have here is I have spun up a fresh instance of a to-do list, and it behaves the way that you would expect a thing to do. I can also go back and open up a separate to-do list, and here's a to-do list of all the things I needed to do before the talk and things during the talk. Oh, hey, I guess I'm demoing Sandstorm now, so let's go back to Hacker Slides. And we can present. So today I'm going to talk about, what Sandstorm is and how to deploy applications and package apps to deploy on Sandstorm. As you saw, when we clicked New Instance of an app, that deployed a whole new instance of that application. There are other ways to install apps as well, for instance, from the app list or the app market. But additionally, you can also upload your own SPK. What is an SPK? It's a Sandstorm package. So if you, for instance, if you are writing internal applications in your organization and you wanted to upload an app to your own Sandstorm machine, you can click Upload an App here, and you can choose an SPK file to upload. And this will upload your app and make it available over here for you to install instances of it. And it just installs instantaneously, so someone from a different department who is non-technical could also install extra instances of an app if they wanted to. So, okay. Installing an app and spinning up a new instance is super easy. How about packaging an app? Well, if you're on a Linux machine, it's super easy. You clone the repo, and if you're using Meteor, you do Meteor SPK. If you're using not Meteor, then you use one of the other SPK tools, and then you're done. So that's all and well, but what if you're not on a Linux machine? What if you're on, say, this trusty old MacBook that I have here? Well, all is not lost. It is, thanks to Ashish and other folks on our team, we now have a tool that can create an SPK using Vagrant called Vagrant SPK. So let's make an SPK of our own. What I currently already have installed on this laptop is Git, Vagrant, VirtualBox, and Vagrant SPK, and install instructions and more are at docs.sandstorm.io. And to make an SPK, there's just really 3 simple steps on non-Linux machines. One is we run Vagrant SPK, and then we edit the Sandstorm package definition file. And that has trusty things like what our app is called and what an instance is called. And then we run Vagrant SPK pack. So how easy is this? I'm going to do this live. So let's go over here. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to clone a slightly modified version of the Meteor To-Dos app. Now, this is slightly different in that I have erased the dummy data that usually comes with it and gotten rid of some of the other things. And there we go. So this is our app now. We have cloned it from GitHub. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the VM that we're going to run the SPK tool in. Now, the purpose of Vagrant SPK is to let us package an app without a Linux machine. And we're doing this via Vagrant. If we were doing a non-Meteor app, you know, say the lump stack, and it's a PHP app with MySQL and whatnot, that would work too. But since we are doing a Meteor app, we could do this. So just as an FYI, it doesn't have to be a Meteor app. And what this will do is it creates a .sandstorm directory. And this is where the magic happens. It contains the Sandstorm packaging information, such as the app name, as well as scripts required to create the package. And then I'm going to spin up Vagrant. And this will start the Linux machine, which contains Sandstorm, and that we'll develop the package with. And while this is spinning up, because that'll take a while, I'm going to show you the app market. So this isn't live yet, but I'm showing you a sneak preview. As you saw earlier, I installed apps from a very static app list, but this is getting upgraded to this marketplace where people can upload their own applications and install right from here. You can also rate apps and write reviews if you want to. And we currently have 30-something apps, and we're adding more every day. So we can go into a single application and install it here. But we're not going to install from here today. We're just going to go back here. And all right, this part is done running. Now we're going to Vagrant SPK init. This is going to create a package definition file. This is the Captain Proto file where we can specify things like the app name and instance of what an app is called. You don't actually have to know what Captain Proto is, but it's a replacement for protocol buffers that's infinitely faster. And you can ask me more about that at the bazaar. But so now that we've created the package definition file, we are going to edit it. Oops, there we go. So let's take a closer look, and this will allow us to specify the app name and the instance label as we want to. Is this large enough for you guys to see back there? All right. So I'm going to scroll down here, and of course the app is not called example app. Let's call it just Meteor To-Do. Let's call that and what is the instance called? Let's say it's a new to-do list. And we save that, close that, and let's do Vagrant SPK. Let's run this in dev mode so that we can make sure that everything is working fine and you can see what it looks like locally before you upload it to the app market, because that would be a reasonably wise thing to do. So it's running here at local.sandstorm.io port 6080. And this is running in dev mode gives you some interesting tools. For instance, I can sign in with a dev account, and what that does is there are a bunch of pre-configured accounts that allow me to test the app from a different variety of users' perspectives. But today I'm just going to log in as Alice. So let's just be Alice. All right. If we wanted to install more apps, we could. But right now we have Meteor to-dos. And as you can see dev mode on the back. It's very clear this isn't, on your regular server. And I can click New To-Do List, and now it's spinning up a new instance of the Meteor To-Do List app. And while this, all right, and it seems to be working fine. I can create a new to-do list. And yeah, okay, it seems to be working fine. I'm going to Control-C, and immediately it disappears because it's reactive in real time like that, because it's Meteor. I'm going to Vagrant pack this. Vagrant SPK pack. So what I'm going to do now is this line will just stick all of that app, database and everything included, into a single package. And that package is something that we can upload to the app marketplace. While that is packaging, I can show you the app market. So if I wanted to upload this app to the app market, I would just go here, since I'm already logged in, and I could upload the app. I could say like nifty to-do list, and I could, tell you where all this stuff is, and I could write a description, and I could, submit this app for review, and it would just be in the App Store. So it's that easy to add an app, and it's almost done. So there. And now we have created an SPK file. And this is the package that if you wanted to upload a file, if you wanted to upload an app, this is what you would upload here. So yeah, let's go back to, so that was the demo of creating an SPK. It's that easy to package a file for Sandstorm. I just did one live. For these instructions in more detail and for frameworks other than Meteor, there's more details at docs.sandstorm.io. And I'm happy to take any questions. And I also wanted to give a couple of shout-outs. One is Jack Singleton, the author of Hacker Slides, a member of Sandstorm community who made the presentation app that I made these slides with. Also Ashish and Drew from the Sandstorm team for making Vagrant SPK. And if you guys drop by the bazaar later, pretty much right after the next talk, we have Sandcat stickers like this one that you can take. And also thanks, Zol, for making the to-do list app. So, yeah, that's it.